Erin Chase, host of the Dinner Made Easy show here on the $5 Dinners Facebook page, and I'm super excited to get to share this Lazy Mom lasagna bake with you. I'm going to talk you through it real quick and then we'll actually get started making it. So I already cooked the pasta and put it in the tray. I'll show you in a second. And I already browned the ground beef. When I brown ground beef, I do a pound of ground beef with a tablespoon of minced or dried onion and a teaspoon of garlic powder, just to give it a little seasoning. So I do a tablespoon and a teaspoon minced onion, garlic powder in that order with a pound per pound. So if you're browning more, you need to add a little bit more. This is how easy this is. Layer of cooked pasta, layer of ground beef. We're gonna mix up the cottage cheese right here in this bowl here in a second. And then a layer of that spaghetti sauce over all of it. You just kind of give it a little nudge all over the place. And then cheese. So let's get started. This is 12 ounces of cooked, these are tiny, the mini penes. So 12 ounces. You could do 16. If you do 16, your container will be, or your 9x13 will be full. You could do 16, but I like to do 12. If you have a picky eater who maybe wouldn't eat all of this combined together in like this casserole format, you could toss the beef and almost make like a little spaghetti with the extra penne if you're cooking a full pound. So a pound, 12 ounces of pasta, a layer of this is 1 pound. I am pretty sure that one of my children, this was sitting on the counter for a little bit, I am pretty sure that one came along and took a few bites of this, just the meat. I'm pretty sure, because that was you. My oldest son is right here. It was him. So this is minus maybe a bite or two, but a pound per 12 ounces of pasta works perfectly. Layer 2 is the ground beef. Again, it's a pound of ground beef with 1 tablespoon of minced or dried onion and a teaspoon of garlic powder. Just a little, I always brown ground beef that way. Just a little seasoning. This is a full container, 24-ounce container of cottage cheese. You absolutely could do ricotta. I like to do cottage cheese because it's just a little cheaper. A half a cup of parm. I'm eyeballing that one. Grated Parmesan. You could do shredded as well, but the grated mixes better into this sauce. 1 egg and 2 eggs. I am not going to add salt because to this particular mixture, you could season with salt and pepper later because the Parmesan cheese has quite a bit of saltiness to it. So if you wanted to add salt and pepper to this, you could. This is 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. And the cheese that I forgot, the shredded cheese that forgot to come out of the freezer, I think it's okay. I pulled it out a few minutes ago. This might have a few little chunks in it because I totally forgot to pull this out of the freezer. We're doing 2 cups of shredded cheese into this, and then we're going to do 2 cups of shredded cheese on top. You gotta have a lot of cheese when you're making lasagna. Am I right? A lot of cheese when you're making lasagna. Okay, I mentioned in the video that this, or the title, that this I think it is still the most popular downloaded meal in the My Freezeezy meal plan building web app that we have. And so this was we released this in September and it quickly popped up to the top of the leaderboard. So I'm super excited about this one. All right, so that's that. 24 ounces of cottage cheese, low fat, regular, whatever you like. You could use ricotta. I just like cottage cheese. Seems to go over better with my kids, and it's cheaper. 24 ounces of cottage cheese, a half a cup of parm, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, and 2 cups of shredded mozzarella. So this is layer number 3. See, this is just one less layer. You do have to, I did do a little pre-cooking. Lasagna is lasagna, casserole is a casserole. It kind of comes together in parts and pieces. We're spreading. I am all about the quick and easy. This is fast and this is easy. Look, we're crooked, sorry. Try to keep this straight for you. Y'all love this. Okay, on top. You want to see if you can kind of get it down the sides too. I'll show you in a second. This is a 26 ounce, I believe, jar. Let me double check for you. I think it's 26. 24. 24 ounce jar. See? You guys love this stuff. All right. We're just gonna Spread, get that down in there a little bit. So it's like one layer of pasta, layer of meat, layer of cheese, layer of sauce, and then we're gonna put cheese on top. You see how that's totally full? I'll try and show you in a second. This is completely full, and that was with 12 ounces of pasta. So 16 ounces of pasta you are gonna have overflowing. This will drop a layer of the cooked, I used the mini penne pastas, a layer of ground beef, a pound was enough, a pound of ground beef for this particular version. Then we did that cheesy layer, so it was the cottage cheese, Parmesan cheese, and mozzarella cheese, and then the sauce, and then on top, seriously, I'm using just like leftover cheese bags from the freezer that I've had, you know, a cup full. Let me see if I can do this strategically. This is still really, really cold cheese. This is actually fantastic because I'm using up kind of all that I had left over in the freezer. So we're just gonna this on top, and that's it. It's going right in the oven. The happy news here was that I was able to use up the 3 bags of shredded cheese that I had in the freezer to make all of this. So that's perfect. All right, this is going in the oven. 400 degrees. You could do 350 also, 30 to 45 minutes. You just want it to be cooked through, get the eggs cooked through. I would freeze it right here. Put a layer of the foil that has the non-stick side to it, and that way the cheese won't stick as badly to the foil when you go to bake it. You're going to want to, in order to thaw this, you're going to want to put it in a larger tray. In my case, I would have to use a cookie sheet for this particular dish. If you're using a foil disposable pan, my foil disposable pans that I get will actually fit into this glass 9x13. So what you want to do is put about 1/4 inch of water into the bottom of another dish, put the frozen casserole into the water. Be careful not to like make a watery mess all over the place. The water on the bottom will help it thaw faster. You can put it into another tray with water in the fridge that morning. A thick casserole like this will not thaw very quickly in your refrigerator alone. That's why I recommend putting this, if you are freezing this, putting this into a shallow tray with water, and that will help it thaw quickly from underneath. The same concept as, you know, when it's Thanksgiving time and you get your turkey and it's still partially frozen when you need to go bake it on Thanksgiving morning, you put it in your sink with water. That helps it thaw faster. Same concept, same philosophy with thicker casseroles like this one. When they're coming out of the freezer, put them in a shallow tray with water, warm water if you want, works fine. If there's anything raw in it, or you're not putting into the oven within 20 minutes, definitely keep it in your fridge to let it thaw safely and keep your food at a safe temperature in the refrigerator. All right, I'm dropping this in the oven right now, 400 degrees, 30 to 45 minutes. Let it cook through. Fantastic meal. Lazy Mom Lasagna Bake, that's what we are having at our house. I hope you enjoy this one.